Think about what I'm about to say and remember this every single time you're with somebody outside of your house. Number one, I'm
Penthouse
assuming you
bros.
have goals because you wouldn't if you weren't listening to this podcast. Number one, what are your goals? Right? What are your long-term goals? What do you feel like your purpose is? Okay? I'm assuming that they're big. If they're not, again, you probably wouldn't be listening to this podcast. Number two, how do you feel around the people you hang out with? Let me tell you why I'm explaining this. After I go home from filming with Lucas, or whether we talk about business or we exchange ideas, I don't feel like I wasted time. I feel like I took another swing at the tree today with my axe. But when I get invited to hang out with my friends from high school, um, my friends from even before that, sometimes even my family members, when I go home, I feel like I let myself down. You need to take into account how you feel after you hang around people, and not only what your goals are, but what are their goals. If you are hanging around people that don't have the same goals as you, and sure heck act like, well, I already said it.
Yeah.
And they sure as heck act like it.
I don't
That
think hell's a bad word. I think you say that one.
sure as,
Sure as hell.
oh yeah, I thought I said ass, but I said as.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going in on them. I can't focus on vocabulary, baby.
Just go in G.
After you hang out with these people that sure as hell don't have the same vision as you, don't have the same size of goals, of ambition, and you don't feel negative about the way you just spent your time, you either really don't believe that you're truly capable of achieving that. So in the back of your mind, it doesn't really matter to you how you spent your time, because you know you're not really going to get there. You're not really going to take that first step to even start working at it anyway. So these are your people. Number two, you probably have just, you probably have just trained your mind to be used to these kinds of people. To number one is going to be true as well. You've trained your mind to believe that you fit in with these people, and you probably think that you can be both, that you can live on both sides, when that's just not the way it is. There's a reason why all of your friends act that way. There's a reason why none of them can relate to you when you start talking about the work part of what you do. Because when you talk to your friends and you're saying, "Hey, start investing in real estate, we can make all this money," or "Start trading stocks, we can make all this money." Yeah, I want to make money. Who doesn't want to make money? Tell me how to do it. Oh, okay. Well, first you need to read this book, and then tomorrow we're gonna get started on the phones. Or first you need to read this book, or first you need to put up this amount of money, and you need to do this, and you have to lose this much money before you could do this. That's when the interest stops for most of the people. If you're around people where their interest stops when the work starts, you're gonna be the same exact person. When I'm finished hanging out with those kinds of people, I feel like dirty inside. I feel like I just wasted my time. And not only that, I feel like I compromised my own energy. So if you don't feel that way, you either need to think, is this truly what you want? And if so, how are you going to break out of this circle? How are you going to recreate this habit around getting around better people, so that you intuitively know what decisions are the right decisions? Because if you can't even realize who to spend your time with, that'll make your life more efficient, then how are you going to make bigger decisions than that?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like how you said, when you hang out with people who lose interest when the work starts, like you could tell anybody, pitch them an idea on, yo, let's make even like something super relevant to culture today. Everyone wants to make music. If you tell people, yo, let's make music, but when it actually comes down to sitting down and writing and making beats, learning how to mix, learning how to master, learning how to even just structure your different bars to fit onto a beat, and even at little stuff like that, they lose interest. And those aren't people that you could grow with into like a business relationship. And we use business as an example because that's what we're interested in, and that's what we're assuming you're interested in. If they bring up these ideas that they're so interested in and so passionate about, but then you ask them, "Oh, cool, how's it going?" And they go, "Oh, I haven't started. Oh, I haven't put anything out.
Oh my God.
Oh, I haven't done this. I haven't done that." Then how interested are they actually in actually being an artist versus how interested in are they in the idea of being an artist? Because if they were actually interested in being an artist, you probably wouldn't see them that much unless you're actually making music with them, because they'd be so engulfed in the day to day of being an artist, of making those beats, trying to get studio time, working a normal job to try and get studio time, or just doing whatever they can to like get better at their craft versus hang out with you every single night, getting blackout drunk, talking about how they want to do this in the music world, how they want to create their own record label, how they want to do X, Y, or Z. And I say this because these type of people, at the end of the day, are leeches. And they're not leeches for your money. They're not leeches for your fame or whatever you have, but they're just leeches of your time. And they want you to hang out with them because you might be a good time. You might be the funny one in the group. You might be the one that has all the girls, and they're always the one that, oh, where the hoes at, or whatever the case may be. These people are leeching off your time.
That's why they miss us.
Time is the only thing in this world that's limited, and it's one of the only things in this world that you're never going to get back. You probably right now have some regrets. Oh, I wish I could go back to when I was 17 and start this, or I wish I go back to 18 when I could start this. But in reality, if you did go back to being 17 or 18, you're still going to be hanging out with the same people, so you're probably going to be ending up making the same decisions and wasting your time with these people. And it sucks to say, but these people might be the best friends you've ever had in your entire life. But just because they're fun to be around does not mean they're good to be in your life.